Hey everybody, hello and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel. You know, the channel that brings you hot rodding and romance together all in one channel. All right, I'm your host Prince Magnum, and it's time to get to cooking again. All right. Now I know a lot of you out there, a lot of you people out there, health food nuts, all that good stuff. Some of our ladies have been asking for salads, and well, ironically enough, to go along with the ladies in the Maverick Nation who've been asking for salads, Princess Faye has asked for one of my salad specialties. Now, this is a slightly cooked salad. It's as simple as falling off a log, and we're going to have lots of fun while we do it. All right, first things first, let's get things set up, all right? Obviously, you're going to need some sort of a skillet. We're just going to use a regular non-stick aluminum skillet. Over here we've got some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Thank you very much. And we have some cold pressed olive oil. And can't have salad without some greens. You guessed it. We've got some nice heads of romaine that have been split right down the middle, of course. If there's any offending leaves, go ahead and just peel them off. Okay? No big deal. We're going to get on with this thing. All right? I'm not going to talk it to death. All right. I'm going to set the greens right there, our heads of romaine, which don't look half bad. All right? And you can get this pretty much anywhere. You're going to brush on some olive oil. Kind of let it sit in for a moment. Okay? On the cut side. That side that's cut. Right like that. Okay. And we're just going to let that sit for just a moment. Now, we're going to go ahead and turn this up on high heat. Now, one of the things that I'm going to warn you guys about is be careful when you're cooking greens because too much heat and you'll get this very noxious odor and the greens are going to taste horrible. Even romaine. If you've ever heard of someone cooking collard greens and the place stinks of sulfur, well, that's why. They overcooked it. With romaine, the same thing applies because you'll have wilted, nasty tasting greens and the whole place will smell like sulfur. So don't do that. There's compounds, Anyhow, you'll get the idea soon enough. All right? Now, while we're waiting for our skillet to warm up, you're going to take and press the cut side down into the Parmesan cheese, okay? And make sure it sticks kind of like that. Pat it on there, whatever. But you want it to stick as much as possible. Get it down into the grooves, all that good stuff, right like that, okay? And this is just, again, a very simple recipe. Anybody can do this. If there's any children that are watching this stream, do yourself a favor. Be very, very careful when you're doing this stream. Well, when you're doing this this recipe, get your mom and dad's permission, okay? Just be very careful. Add a little bit more olive oil. And just like that. I see that we have one person to join us. Welcome, welcome. Okay, may have to pack it on there, but you'll get the general idea. Again, this is Parmesan cheese for our vegan friends out there within the Maverick Nation. Wow, we're getting a little bit of...
It's on fire, babe.
Anyhow.
Still on fire. Still on fire.
Fuck it. It's a little oil that has baked on there, so don't worry about it. It'll be fine. All right. Well. Anyhow, you're going to brush on. Just like that. I ain't scared. And you're going to lightly lay on just like that. Be sure to turn the heat down once you get to a nice optimal temperature. Just like that. And you're going to give it a few moments. A little egg from someone else cooking.
Wasn't me?
Yeah, it wasn't me either.
Wasn't me?
Make it easier to clean. Anyhow. And just give it a few moments. And within a few moments, you've got a nice crisp look. You're going to pull it right off.
No, you're not wanting to cook the whole thing. You're just wanting to crisp up
You're
some
just,
of the
you're
leaves,
just,
right?
yeah, you're just kind of crisping up the Parmesan cheese. And you're going to lay that off to the side and let it cool down. Again, we are not looking for a full cook. And Princess Faye, being on standby, will be able to tell you that, ironically enough, there is no sulfur smell in the air. Okay?
Just the Parmesan smell from cooking it.
Which is exactly what we were looking for. Again, lay on just like that. Now, again, for our people that are vegan, whatever the vegan equivalent to Parmesan cheese, that's what you need, okay? Again, one of the things I love about live streams is the fact that anytime something goofy goes on, you all get to see it, and I can't edit that out. And sometimes things will happen in your kitchen that you're like, well, that didn't go according to plan. Got to be able to deal with it. So I don't mind you all seeing that yourselves. Okay? So we're going to heat that up. Boom. Just like that. That's what we're looking for. It's going to look rough, but that's just the nature of Parmesan. It doesn't have a whole lot of moisture in it. Go a little bit longer. And of course, with the olive oil, no big deal. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Boom. One more. All right. Now, back to our cold pressed olive oil.
Dennis.
Yeah, I see it. That's it. Damn. Don't worry about that. There's still enough heat in this thing to completely finish this off, which is no big deal. Again, olive oil, Parmesan, you'll see that I don't panic when it comes to this stuff.
I panic. I always panic.
Yeah, that's what you do. Okay, now this is definitely the time to have your dipping sauce, or dressing in this case, on standby. There we go. Again, we're done. Very little bit left on the plate. And we got more for pasta later.
Or chicken nuggets
Or,
that we make at home.
please.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the
Now,
dressing. The best part.
the best part of this, what really makes this truly a salad, is you got to have some sort of a dressing. Now, ironically enough, we did not do a vinaigrette, but we did do homemade honey mustard. What are you going to need for it? Well, you're going to need, ironically enough, you're going to need some honey, which is a quarter of a cup of honey. You're going to need about a quarter of a cup of apple cider vinegar, and you're going to need a third of a cup of actual smooth Dijon mustard. That's all you need, okay? Mix that together, adjust one way or the other according to your taste. That's it. That's honey mustard, okay? Why do you guys have, why will people pay astronomical prices for this when it's that easy to make at home? And you don't get all the other stuff that goes with buying it off the shelf. Read the label sometime. Yeah, it'll scare you. So make your own. And that is what it should look like. Good stuff. Yeah, do me a favor. Don't buy what you can make and it'd be better for you. Now, it might be, depending on what products you get. There you go. There you go. Homemade honey mustard. And there's still enough left if anybody wants chicken nuggets later. Just that easy.
I said that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
With the wrong topping.
Okay. Now that we've got this, time to plate up and eat up.
I want the first two. Those look the best.
Actually, they're ready to go. Now, Princess Faye, since this is kind of the show for her, dedicated to her, she gets to be the guinea pig. You don't have to do it on camera. But she gets to tell you all whether or not it's good.
I can never remember how to eat it though.
Like a hot dog.
Got it. I can do that.
You got to tell the audience.
My mouth's full.
She's too busy eating right now to be able to tell you whether or not it was worth it. So again, this just goes to show. Didn't take that long. Yeah, we had a little smoke and flame, but hey, that's okay. We still handled that situation. And now you know, whenever you have a mishap in the kitchen, what you can do. Don't panic. That easy. Well, like any good cook, my turn to enjoy a little bit. Now, how do you eat this? Well, a couple ways you could do this. Myself personally, what I enjoy is I like to dip in just like that, and that's good stuff now.
And the thing is, with this stuff, I'm not a fan of salads.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like leafy greens. This is how I eat my salad. So, if you got somebody that doesn't want to eat their veggies
Mm-hmm.
or their greens, this is a healthy way to get them to do it rather than just smothering it all in ranch.
Yeah.
Which I
For
think
those of
there's
you
nothing
that-
wrong with it, but
For those of you who go crazy for ranch dressing all over your salad, you might want to give this a try instead. This is actually really good.
and if you don't like the honey mustard, you can use ranch. Just dip lightly.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you won't get the taste of the Parmesan and the oil in there, too.
Yeah. Gosh, you just kind of took over what I was saying. This is too good.
Sorry.
No, it was good.
Because this is the only salad, really, that I'll eat that doesn't have, like, 6 pounds of cheese, 3 pounds of ham, and all sorts of other nonsense on it. Especially since, I'm trying to eat healthy and, I'm going to eat.
Mm.
I'm not eating the other though.
There you have it. A simple, lightly cooked salad, Parmesan cheese, homemade honey mustard. It doesn't get any easier. Okay?
Or tastier.
Right. This is good stuff. Now, maybe this will get you into the idea that, hey, salad isn't that bad. Which it's not. Okay? Just do me a favor. Get yourself some full heads of romaine. Split it down the middle. You find any leaves that really aren't doing the trick for you. Maybe they're a little wilted, whatever. Go ahead, take them off. Split it right down the middle with a good chef's knife. Brush on some cold pressed olive oil or classic olive oil. Coat Coat it up with freshly grated Parmesan cheese, not the pre-ground stuff, because they mix that with all sorts of other stuff that should scare the crap out of you. Lightly cook without catching the kitchen on fire on a simple griddle. Serve after it cools off with homemade honey mustard. That's what I call a healthy dinner. All right. Again, for our vegan friends out there, I don't know what it would be, but try to find the vegan version of cheese. You know, whatever it would be, as close as you can get to Parmesan cheese. Now, real quick, before we get to the end of the video, let's quickly talk about Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese in this country typically comes out of Wisconsin. It'll be listed as just Parmesan. It won't be Parmesan Reggiano. That is a regional thing. And Parmesan Reggiano only comes from Italy. Okay? And there's a few people that actually might remember when that was a thing that came across, where Italy was actually getting upset that we were selling Wisconsin Parmesan as Parmesan Reggiano, which it's not. And it has all to do with where it's made in this particular case. So for those who didn't know, now you even got a fun fact for the video.
So for those of us that may not like olive oil, is there another oil that we can use?
Well, there's also grapeseed. We could probably even get away with coconut. Myself personally, I like the cold pressed olive oil. I would definitely not recommend extra virgin, because you are adding heat to it, and extra virgin olive oil has a low smoke point and it'll come off tasting kind of funky. So you definitely don't want to do that. But I know grapeseed and coconut oils are definitely excellent choices for replacing the cold pressed olive oil, which has a very neutral flavor, and then when lightly cooked, it's not too terribly bad. All right, so I think we pretty well covered all the bases. You got anything else? She's too busy eating still. Dang, that's almost gone. Dang. All right, so as usual, be sure to check out the Patreon account. Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/Prince Magnum, and you're able to donate directly to the channel. All proceeds go back into Project Spirit or Project Lena. Along with that, be sure, I haven't posted them yet, but by the time this loads and we get a chance, there will be some affiliate links below that'll help you save some money and that sort of thing. Be sure to check those out, okay? Those affiliate links, when you use those links and you pass along the order number, you save money, and I make a little small change in my pocket as well, along with my partner Jammin' John. Along with all of that, be sure to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Since there's no such thing as Twitter face, you don't have to worry about it. And as usual, get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is, just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind, they make horrible bedfellows. Also, if you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet, do something special for them today. Maybe you might make them a nice heart romaine salad, lightly cooked. And, as always, for all of you out there, all of you, if no one out there has told you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you, and have a happy 24. Thank you.